It is youth intake day, and it is freaking awesome. I about fell out of my chair when this popped up because, I mean, St. Etienne has a really good youth system. It's one of the more underrated ones in Europe, as far as I'm concerned. But they have a history of developing youth players. But oh my God, I mean, look at this. I got 4 guys that are 1.5 star, 5-star potential, one that's 1 star, 4.5 star potential, a couple of 3.5 star guys, and then a bunch of 2 and 3 star guys. I mean, holy frick. Antoine Chesney, keeper. 14 reflexes, 11 communication, 13 composure, 12 handling, 12 command, 12 determination, 15 agility, 14 balance, 11 acceleration. And we compare him to Nwusu. Nwusu has 3 years on him. Forget about the eccentricity. The aerial can come up, the distribution can come up. They're almost equal shot stoppers. Physically, they're very similar. They're good at speed. Nwusu's a little bit better mentally. They're good at communication. And Nwusu is a wonder kid. I mean, he's probably 110 to 120 right about now in terms of his current rating. Consistent performer, ambitious nature. That's the other thing I forgot to check. 16 years old, fairly ambitious. We are totally signing this kid. And we got the 1-year clause on. Andrew Boyven, a midfielder. 1.5 star current ability, 5-star potential ability. 14 finishing, 11 long shots, 11 technique, 15 bravery, 13 aggression, 12 focus. 11 technique, 9 passing, 10 anticipation, 16 balance, 15 work rate, 12 stamina, 11 pace, 16 determination, resolute, which is a very good personality to have. We're going to compare him to Demir Bahidir, who came in the 2023. And he's 3 years older. I mean, look at this. Badahir is also a wonder kid. I mean, Badahir is probably 140, 150 expectation and potential ability, I would bet. It's just a whole, I mean, and these are just the first 2. Jean-Luc Vergerol, Jean-Luc, an inverted winger on the left. Fickle, not the best, but okay. 12 determination, 13 teamwork, 15 acceleration, 13 pace, 12 fitness, 14 work rate, 11 agility, 13 technique, 14 dribbling, 12 vision. Not the best tackler. His aggression is 9. His positioning's 8, which isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's average. It's slightly below average. 13 flair. So he's a left winger. We're going to compare him to George Georgi, who was a better than, well, I give him a 23C, which means I think he's from A to F, he's average. And he's already better than Georgie. I compare him to Thiria Samba, a 23A. He's faster than him already. He's got more technical skills. The Samba's got 2 years on him. I would bet they'd probably top out equally. Yves Acomier. Holy cow. Holy. 14 flair, 15 finishing, 15 technique, 11 bravery, 15 dribbling, 12 first touch, 14 off the ball, 15 passing, 12 agility, 13 fitness, 13 acceleration, 11 pace. 15 years old, balanced. He's as fast as Amador. Their attacking is the same. He's not as good a defender. He's not as physical. He's more technical. And Amador is probably about a 110, 120 player. We compare him to Thiria Samba. He's a better attacker. He's better technically, better vision, better speed, almost as good physically. We are totally signing this kid. These are all a bunch of A+ rated. And last but not least, Ollie Jeffrey, a midfielder on the left. 13 acceleration, 12 pace, 12 fitness, balanced personality, 12 agility, 15 technique, 10 first touch, 11 dribbling. His marking's not the best. Positioning could use some help, as could his decision making. He's not strong either, but he's definitely a prospect. He's a 4.5 star prospect. He wants more per year than the other guy, than Acomier. If I had to bet, Acomier and Cheze are going to be the 2 best out of here, just simply because of how they compare to the others. And we'll take a look at Gallet and Berthon, and then we'll move on. Gallet, another midfielder. 15 technique, 11 vision, 10 passing, 15 first touch, 11 fitness, 14 work rate, fairly determined, 18 teamwork, 14 flair, 19 bravery. He's a midfield deep line playmaker. We got all over him. Means he'll be a really good center mid on support too. Then last but not least, Julian Berthon, another midfielder. We had 2 midfielders, 2 strikers, 2 wingers, a keeper, 2 defensive center backs come out of this. 11 determination, 12 fitness, 13 technique, 13 anticipation, 13 aggression, 10 passing, 10 decision making, balanced, ball winning midfielder, or ball winning defensive mid, or a halfback. All 5 of these guys are easily, I would bet, 120, 130 players. I mean, Akomi is probably, I mean, if he's this good now, he's got to be at least 140, 150. And same thing with Cheze. That is just amazing, amazing stuff. I'm going to save this here real quick because I don't want anything to happen. I have to go through this again. That is probably, in 5 years of Football Manager, as my camera keeps futzing out on me, I'm not quite sure what the heck is going on there. That's probably the best youth intake I've ever had in 5 years of playing this game, online and offline. Holy cow. Schedule-wise, we did really well in drawing with PSG 3-all. We had to come back to do it. Beza scored in the 61st minute, Guehi in the 67th, Lawrence scored in the 77th. I don't know what happened to PSG. They just kind of shut it down the second half. Mbappe got a goal in the 60th minute. They just, I'm not saying they gave up. They didn't do much after that. They let us back into the game. I'm sure they're kicking themselves for that. We beat Brest 1-0 thanks to a guy goal in the 36th minute. He's really come on. We beat Nantes 3-1 thanks to a brace of guy goals. One of them was a very nice header. The other one was a very good shot in front of the goal. He was left wide open. Basic also had a goal. Then Guy got another brace of goals against Marseille. Although I think this may have been the one where he had the 2 headers. It's one of these games he had the 2 headers. It was like 3 minutes apart, or fairly close apart. Those were both it. For the moment, at the season, he's sitting on 8 goals and 2 assists, and that's after missing 3 months with a broken leg. So I think my hope for him was that he would get 12 to 15 goals. He's well on his way. He's doing really well for us. So today we're going to do Bordeaux and Toulouse. Now, Herrera is out with a twisted ankle 3 to 6 weeks. So, things just got a little more interesting. I think what we're going to do is, this is what we're going to go with. We're going to have Nowusu in goal, Junior and Twanzebe as the defensive back, Sanchez and Wiegand as the wing backs, Basic as the defensive mid behind Amugu and Budui, Nos and Beza as the attacking mids, Guay up top as the striker. Playing at home today, James lofts it in. Just wide. Looks like it looked like it was going in for a minute. Half hour in, shallow encouragement. Basic. She's already picked up a yellow. Twanzebe. Oh, Poussin makes a nice save. It hit the crossbar, and then it gets kicked out of bounds. Jalo. Out to Apia. Apia breaks inside, takes the shot. Nowusu, very nice save. That is halftime. We had 5 shots, 3 on target. Bordeaux has 8 and 2. We're dominating possession. We're also dominating yellow cards. That's very typical for an FM Jellicoe team. Amuga has rewarded my faith in him with a 6-5. But then again, so has Sanchez and Beza and Gueye. Twanzebe to Gueye. Badui. Out to Wiegand. Wiegand. Tries crossing it in. Gets knocked away. Polino. Twanzebe heads it down. Klitsch ends up with the ball. James. Long pass towards Ellis, who is on sides. Ellis to Maja, and Nowusu's right there. Nowusu. Up to Basic. Long pass out to Nas. Nas, nice first touch. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez back up to Nas. Nas. Amugu stopped running. Son of a gun. James. Jalo. Maja. Uduka intercepts that. Gets it to Badui. Out to Beza. Can't get a head on it. Wiegand, however, recovers. Beza. Back to Twanzebe. Twanzebe, Badui. Lofts it up. Nas takes the shot off the post. Curls out of bounds. That would have been a very nice goal. We are getting Amugu off. And we're going to bring on Memisevic. We're going to bring on Chalufia for Nas. And Has Kadunic for Junior. The sad news is that still leaves me with 3 yellow cards on the pitch. Wiegand. Badui. Gets it to Basic. He's Wiegand. Wiegand. Double teamed. Gets the ball back to Twanzebe. Twanzebe to Wiegand. Wiegand to Basic. Badui. Twanzebe. Basic. Wiegand. Back to Twanzebe. All the way back to Nuusu. Basic. You know, there's a whole left side of the pitch, fellas. Gway. Nemesevic takes the shot off the post. Two woodwork hits now. Husin. Beza. And Husin, a very nice save. Corner kick, Beza. Way off the post. It's 3 woodwork hits. Gilsager. Wiegand knocks it away. Guay is going to end it down. Beats it up to Nemesevic. Nemesevic to Sanchez. Sanchez. Driving forward on the left. Holds it up. Lofts it in. Knocked away. Ellis to Dupuisier. Sane to Soko. Gilsager. Long ball to Whedon on the left. Whedon gets by Wiegand. Wiegand's off. Son of a... And we draw with the last place team in the league. 13 shots, 4 on target. 3 woodwork hits. No clear-cut chances. That was just... Ooh, there's going to be yelling. That was an embarrassing performance. Woodwork had more saves than their keeper, for crying out loud. I have to change my training. So I'm going to save this here, and then we are going to come back for the Toulouse match in just a bit. A good week of practice, no major injuries. Look at the setup here. And is it right? Prod it left. You know what? We're going to start Mugu again. Just to get him. He needs playing time more than anything else, to be honest with you. A couple players out because they had too many yellow cards, Bayshoots being one of them. We're going to be Tissick on at halfback. So we're going to have Nuusu goal, Junior and Lawrence as the defensive back, Prod and Mendez as the wing backs, Tissick as the defensive mid behind Umugu and Badui, and Amuzu and Beza as the attacking mids with Guay up top as the striker. Okay. The over-under on the number of times we hit the woodwork is 1.5. Amuzu sends it in. Guay just wide left. Nuusu, Tisic, Duca, looping past Amuzu, heads it down to Prod. Prod, back to Amuzu. Amuzu cuts across the top of the box, and the crowd back to Tisic. Long shot, and high. Beza from distance. Into the crowd, knocked away. Tisic didn't challenge Rodrigo. Romanasevich loses the ball to Beza, gets it back. Romero over to Silla. Silla to Spearings. Romanasevich to Silla. Spearings. Delcroix. Back to Silla. Spearings. Elise Malou in the center. Back to Delcroix. The whole right side of the field, guys. Go ahead and keep using the left. That's fine. Romero centers it to Malou. Rodrigo. Dispossessed, but goes right to Lawrence. Really long highlight. Crossed in, knocked away. But Abukala ends up with it. Romanasevich was onside. And they just, you got another one. I was busy adjusting my mentality and whatnot. And they got another one off a penalty kick, or off a free kick from just outside the box. Son of a gun. 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'4", 6'2". Jiminy Christmas. A little past 60 minutes, no highlights so far. Frickin' Lawrence is on a 6-0. Naduka's on a 6-0. We'll bring Mendez back. Bring Amuzu back. Bring Nas on. No, we'll bring on Chalufaya. We'll bring Nas on for Beza. Got a couple more subs left. This is Badui. Long pass. Omuzu doesn't get the header. Abukide Romero. A little high, thankfully. Omuzu. Way. Knocked away. Foul? VAR? Somebody? Let it be William. He's already got a second. He's already got a yellow. Okay. Way. Okay. Snuck it by. Okay. And one more. I doubt we're going to get it. At least Melu sends it in. Knocked over the crossbar by Galinga. We lose. Our 5-game non-losing streak is over. Manasevic had a brace of goals, and then he went out injured in the 35th minute. 10 shots, 3 on target, an XG 1.38. That was an absolutely shameful performance. You know, at least against Bordeaux, we hit the post 3 times, so we have an excuse. Against Toulouse, we don't. You know what? We're solidly mid-table, unless we're in danger of being relegated, which I don't believe is possible with 8 games left. Mathematically, it's possible, but it's highly improbable. I think what we're going to do is just come back for the Dijon game, do an end-of-season wrap-up. So, a really great youth intake, spoiled by the woodwork in one game, and just a poor team effort in the second game. Although Gueye scored. I'm pretty sure that puts him at 10 goals. Let's check that out here real quick. 9 goals. Okay, he's got 8 games to get double-digit goals. 12 to 15 was my guess for him this season. Then I'd be okay with that. So he's got 8 games to do it. It's possible, maybe not probable, but it's possible. So a really good youth intake, though. I'll be interested in your feedback on that. Yeah, and then just if I could vote the woodwork the player of the match in the Bordeaux game, I would. That is just frustrating, you know. It just even a really good youth intake doesn't take the pain away from that. So, all that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM23. I thank you for watching.